Hello, everyone. It's Pamela Ferguson here, and I wanted to talk to you today about New Year's resolutions. Today is actually New Year's Eve, so I got to thinking about resolutions and how this year is really a common time of year to make them and how many people actually stick to them. I know that at the gym, about 6 weeks in, it's really crazy busy and then everybody's gone. So no matter if your New Year's resolution has to do with your personal life, maybe a better relationship with a friend or a spouse or a sibling or a child, or to lose weight or have better skin or whatever, be more organized, whatever it may be, maybe take an adventure or start a business that you've always wanted to do. So, whatever your resolution may be, I was reading an article, it was actually on livestrong.com, that talked about the 10 things you can do to make sure that you keep your resolution. So, I kind of want to talk about those 10, and I read through them and I thought they were all really, really good no matter what endeavor you're going to do. So, the first one is you need to make your goal measurable, and that's obvious. You can't just say, oh, I want to lose weight. You need to say specifically, I want to lose 25 pounds or whatever the specific amount is. It has to be something measurable where you can track it to see if you're on track of doing that. You can't just say with your business, oh, I just want to be more successful. That's way too vague. Number two is commit yourself to your goal. Just because you say, well, I want to lose weight, but then you still eat that pizza and you have that extra cookie and you do all those things, you're not actually committing yourself to it. If you want to be more organized, if you're not taking the time to put things away in the evening, instead you kind of just leave it where they are, that is not going to be working toward your goal. The third thing to keep your New Year's resolution is to tell your family and friends. And this one's hard because then you're actually going to have to admit that you're doing something. So otherwise, you're not accountable to anyone, and so you don't feel like you failed if you don't keep this resolution. It's really, really important. It's an accountability partner that's one of the things that can help you keep it by actually telling people. So you could post it on social media. You could tell your best friend about it. It could be a daily thing. Oh, I haven't gotten to the gym today, and maybe they're supportive and they're like, well, you need to go do that, or, whatever, depending on what your goal is. So the next thing is the fourth one is reach out to your online social network for support and accountability. It's kind of like what I just talked about with 3 about telling your friends and family. It's the same thing. So even if you don't want to tell your family, if you have somebody across the country, across the world that you want to reach out, and I mentioned an accountability partner, and that's a really good one too, that won't just say, oh, well, that's okay, you'll be fine. You didn't practice writing today, so there's always tomorrow. Instead, they're like, you know what? You still have an hour left of the evening. You get on that and do that now. That's somebody who's going to help you reach those goals and keep going on those resolutions. So the fifth thing is to find a workout buddy for talking exercising, or just a group online. So maybe it could be something that your online person is about, or your New Year's resolution is about positivity. So maybe you choose a Facebook group online that talks about how to be positive every day, even if things aren't going your way. That would be really good. And maybe you get on in the morning and the evening and read some of the other comments. That will help you keep going. The next thing is number 6 is prepare. Do you think it's going to be super easy and you're never going to fall? No, you have to anticipate there's going to be times where you're going to fall short. That's where all the previous things will help you get where you need to be. So prepare for it. Don't just say, well, forget it. I ate a donut, so I might as well just quit. You have to be prepared. There are going to be, if you're on your trail, there's going to be lots of errors and ruts along the way to get to your goal. So number 7 is plan a reward for yourself. So maybe in the evenings you're really lazy about washing your face and brushing your teeth and taking care of yourself prior to bed. If you're one of those people who kind of just says, oh, I'm just going to just fall into bed. So planning a reward for yourself isn't going to be counteractive to what you're doing. So maybe if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you say, oh, I'm going to go to the movie with a friend, or I'm going to buy a pair of shoes on Amazon, depending on where you are in your journey in reaching these resolutions. But if I tell you this, if you're dieting, don't reward yourself with food. That's opposite from what you want. So the 8th thing is to visualize what success and your resolution will look like. So really think about going to that party, wearing that dress, having your friends say, wow, you look amazing. Whatever it may be, to actually visualize those things. I've read many books over time where extremely successful people said, one of them I remember is Jim Carrey, and he had written I want to think it was a $10 million check to himself. Not 100% sure of that, but a $10 million check to himself, and kept it in his wallet. And he would, for actor, for being an actor, for services rendered. And he kept it in his wallet, and then he visualized that he would get that $1 million for an acting gig. And eventually, obviously, he did. I think it was that year, or even, I think it was within the year he did it, or shortly after. So that really can help you visualizing how you want to do it. The 9th thing of your 10 steps is you have to believe in your ability to do it. Praise yourself, reward yourself, and also take pride in what you're doing. So you should be proud of your small accomplishments, even though you may not be there. So let's say, my dog is with me here, obviously. Let's say you wanted to get, in your business, you wanted to get 10 new customers that week or that month or whatever, and you got 7, or you got 3. Take pride in, hey, I got the 3. I stepped outside the box. I did things that I wasn't doing before, even though you didn't reach your 10. And then you plan to see how you can get to the 10 next month or next week or whatever your time frame is. And the last one is, if you mess up, and I mentioned this previously before, forgive yourself and recommit to your goal. Oh, so I was going to show you my dog here. This is making the noise. So forgive yourself and recommit to your goal. So you don't want to just give up. Just because you hit a stumbling block, think about that yellow brick road. To get to the land of Oz, or the wizard, there's lots of things that you have to go through to get there. You don't just have to go straight there. Lots of ups and downs, and that's okay, but just be aware that they're going to happen and be prepared for them. And keep going, whatever resolution that you are working on. Good luck for 2017. I know you'll be great. And signing out from Pamela Ferguson and Raisin. To have a great 2017. And if you are interested in watching more videos, you can subscribe to my YouTube page or follow me on Pinterest. And if you have any questions, just message me. Have a great day. Happy New Year.